express this view.
And Grand Oak Limited has relaunched a new packaging and updated product information designed to resonate with its consumers and further present itself as a trusted custodian of heritage and culture. There is more in this report.
Having been in the market for over 6 decades as the original #1 prayer drink, Seaman Schnapps is now coming out with a rebranded look and feel.
Oh yeah, you want to see what Seaman Schnapps is?
A drama piece with traditional feel to demonstrate the authenticity and originality of the new Seaman Schnapps is displayed.
When you now see it, you will notice that the cap that it has is called Kuala.
And now to the public unveiling and prayers with the Seaman Schnapps for blessings well secured. The executive director of Grand Oak says the relaunch is to demonstrate the continuous commitment of Seaman Schnapps as a trailblazer in culture, tradition and festival engagements.
We have taken time to look at this. Why are they imitating the product? What is the technology that we can bring that will disturb them, that will not make them to do it? And that is why we came with the new look. The new look has a guala. The beauty of it is that type of guala, we are the only first company to use it in Nigeria.
It has a tamper-proof, and once it is opened, you will know, because the red seal on it will be exposed. And the good thing about it is that once the liquid is out, it cannot be refilled. So this is a major technology advancement that we have put in place to ensure that we curb counterfeiting and to also make the brand more appealing to the younger generation.
The marketing manager admits that the rebranded Seaman Schnapps will continue to preach cultural authenticity and preservation.
We are in Nigeria today to ensure that our culture does not go into extinction with the new look of Seamans. With the new look of Seamans, we are preserving culture. We are making sure that our culture is being celebrated and appreciated, however, with more blessings.
For the distributors, the new look and feel of the product is an action in the right direction, as it will instill a stamp of authority and make them sell better.
People come, they request to know the difference between the fake and the original. But what they have done now will make it simpler and possible for we to, educate the consumers.
With the new trend of drinks in town, the changes will make it to have a greater appreciation. I believe people outside will appreciate it more.
With the relaunched Seaman Schnapps having a new logo, guala cap and label design, it is expected to carry a seal of originality and label of authenticity with a premium taste as trusted custodian of heritage and culture across the land.
And in business news, we start with the Central Bank of Nigeria that has recorded $553 million in remittance inflows for the month of July. This is a 130% increase compared to the same period in 2023. This was revealed by the Apex Bank's Director of Corporate Communications, Mrs. Akama Sidi Ali, stating that the figure represents the highest monthly total inflows on record. This one explains that the growth in remittance receipts is attributable to policy measures introduced by the CBN to enhance liquidity in the Nigerian foreign exchange market. All right, Mrs. Sidi further highlighted that granting licenses to new IMTOs, implementing a willing buyer-seller model, enable the timely access to liquidity for IMTOs as measures used to support continued growth of the inflows. The Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters, Ahmed Jaha, says the committee will take proactive steps to formulate regulatory frameworks and provide support to Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation to effectively safeguard and secure depositors' funds in the country. This and more from discussions at the 2024 retreat of the House members, which held in Lagos. Details in this report.
The Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation plays a pivotal role in safeguarding deposits, ensuring that our financial institutions operate within a secure environment. This gathering of members of the House of Representatives Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters, put together by the NDIC, is focused on strengthening financial stability and deposit insurance framework for economic resilience. Managing Director and Chief Executive of the corporation, Mr. Bello Hassan, says the theme is apt given the determination of the federal government towards achieving sustainable growth by strengthening the financial sector to boost economic growth.
The corporation had reassessed its depositor payment methodology with a view to adopting a different approach that will ensure prompt payment to depositors. This was tested in the recent payment to depositors of Heritage Bank in liquidation. It is instructive to mention that the corporation, using the bank verification number BVN of depositors obtained from Nigeria Interbank Settlement System (NIPS), was able to access alternate accounts of customers and commence payment to depositors within a record time of 4 days.
For the chairman of the House Committee, Ahmed Jaha, meetings like this one will help equip members with the knowledge required to contribute meaningfully to the sector's advancement, particularly in ensuring the safety of depositors' funds.
When NDIC brought the matter of the issue of expanding the deposit insured deposit coverage from 500,000 to 5 million naira, there was an outcry outside from members of the public that is going to deplete the resources of the corporation, which the management of the NDIC, in their own wisdom, since they are the experts in that field, resisted that particular pressure and did that. Virtually after some days, you realize that we had one giant bank failing, that is Heritage Bank. So there is a need for members of the National Assembly to know much about this kind of processes and the reason why it should be done that way.
The retreat ultimately gave insights to fostering collaborations and developing actionable strategies that will strengthen financial stability and enhance the deposit insurance framework in Nigeria.
Afrigo cards have been introduced into the Nigerian economy to help install credit deliveries. The launch of Afrigo was in Lagos. Effiong Gekop was there.
Africo Pay Financial Services Limited has launched a new payment platform in Lagos that delivers instant credits to POS merchants and users. Services of the companies are delivered through Africo cards obtainable from various banks to enhance cash flows, reducing time delays.
Bringing innovation to payments, bringing integrity, reliability, efficiency, which is the proof of this POS transaction that are instant using an Afrigo card. That's innovation. Nobody has done it, no scheme have done it in the world, and we want to be the first. And we are doing it here from Nigeria to the rest of the world. So we are comparable to any other payment scheme in the world or any other payment platform. We recognize that we are not just doing it for Nigeria, but we want to put Nigeria ahead.
Briefing journalists on the performance of the Africo card, managers at the institution say they had tested and experimented the system to perfection, assuring of speed, security, and reliability.
The best way to support micro and small enterprises in Nigeria is actually to make sure that they have ready cash for their businesses. So what this innovation comes to do is to provide instant cash to their business. And what that means is that for any service, for any product they sell, they get rewarded immediately for it. They get settled for that particular transaction immediately.
Technology in our market is significant. Most of the innovation that you have seen in Africa is coming from Nigeria. So Afrigo is just an addition to this innovation, and we are very, very excited about it.
The instant settlement process for real-time POS transactions presents innovations in Africo cards coming from Nigeria. Promoters of the Africo card say they aim to push its services outside Nigeria to other African economies to help business growth and development. Effiong Gekop, TVC News, Lagos.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, as part of its efforts in strengthening the profession in the country, will hold the maiden edition of Akintola Williams Memorial Lecture, widely recognized as the doyen of accounting in the country and his contribution to development of the institute. As part of the preparation of the lecture, ICAN President Mr. Davidson Alarebe and members of the institute paid a courtesy visit to former President Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta, Ogun State, to formally invite him as a special guest for honor the Akintola Williams Memorial Lecture in Lagos. Receiving the delegation, the former president expressed gratitude to the institute for commemorating late Akintola Williams while highlighting the importance of preserving his legacy. Late Mr. Akintola Williams was the first chartered accountant in Nigeria and the first president of ICAN in 1960 and the pioneer in the development of Nigerian capital market.
The late doyen, Mr. Akintola Williams, the late doyen of accountants in Africa, is a very special person to us in ICAN and to Nigeria as a whole. A lecture is being organized in his honor as the first memorial after his passing on. So that lecture will come up on the 4th of September 2024 at 12:30 p.m. at Museum Center. We'll be most grateful, sir, if you can spare time out of your tight schedule to be with us as a special guest of honor.
I am particularly grateful to all of you for now inaugurating or trying to inaugurate.
We apologize for that now. The Nigerian stock market has recorded recoveries in many sectors following the reversal in sales spree. The index moving the upward direction, hitting 0.12% in the close of business. Oando was the biggest price gainer